All right, so today I've got this Vizio 70-inch TV. I'll just show you what it's doing. So I'll just turn it on here. And you can see I get a little bit of the V and then some weird lines. And after that, the backlight dims. I believe this is from the little bit of research that I've done, I believe it's a faulty panel. So this thing weighs a ton. You can see I'm sitting on the floor. It actually won't fit on my bench up there, so probably gonna have to work on this one on the floor. I'm hoping I can get the back panel off with it just standing upright and leaving it on the stand. So I'll go ahead and turn this off. I'll show you it does the same thing every time. Power back on. All right, everybody, so this is the Vizio TV. I've got all the lights off just so you can see the contrast in the screen. You can see the left side, let me get it to, so the left side is nice and bright, the right side is dark. So the issue with this TV is what some guys from badcaps.net forum have discovered is the 70-inch TV, the drivers on the side of the screen. There's drivers on each side of the screen to do the horizontal, and the drivers have, one of them is shorted, internally shorted. I'll get you a close-up picture of what this driver board looks like, but what happens is your timing control board, the T-con board, which sits on the back side down around this area, it's got two flat ribbon cables that come down to these bottom drivers, and it'll send signals vertically through the screen. On these big TVs, they also run drivers on each side that will send your signal back and forth. The problem is one of these sides is shorted, and what happens is if these driver boards are plugged in on the side, the picture just messes up. So this one user, Freak After 8, he found out that if he unhooked the side driver or one of the side drivers, his picture would come back. If he plugged it back in, the picture would go out and it actually ended up damaging the T-con board. So I've got my right side driver unplugged, just a little, it's about a 3/4 inch wide flat ribbon cable down at the very bottom corner of the screen. So looking at the screen, it's on the right side. If you're looking at the back of the TV, left side. And so just unplug that, turn the TV on, and I've got a picture. Before that, I didn't have a picture. It was just causing issues because of the shorted driver. So his fix, and it's kind of a irreversible modification, is to remove the drivers off of the side that's damaged. How this works, this TV has a 240 hertz refresh rate, and that is achieved by having drivers on both sides. So they only have to do one half of the TV. The problem is, Sharp or someone put in some insufficient low quality drivers, they burn up and it causes issues. So I'm gonna remove this one side and we'll come back and see what it looks like afterwards. So here I'm down on the right side of the TV, and see if I can get this a little better so you can see. Right here is the little white ribbon cable that plugs into the bottom of this driver board. And so you can see it's this whole strip of circuit board, and there's these flat ribbons that are bonded to the LCD panel. Now in these ribbons, on the back side, there's these little black integrated circuit chips, and those are the drivers. So this driver will control a section like through here, this one through here, and so on, all the way up. So basically it's just removing this and pulling them up off here. Now, once you do this, it is not reversible. There's no way to put these back on. Sometimes on some of them that I've seen online, you can actually look at these little drivers and they're burnt all around them. Mine don't appear burnt, but when I had this driver board plugged in, my TV wouldn't work. So one thing to note on this is you can only remove drivers from one side of the screen. So you need at least one side on there, and this could potentially affect your refresh rate. You may only get 120 Hertz refresh rate after these are removed. Unless you're gaming or something like that, you're probably not going to notice it. And doing this keeps a really expensive TV out of the landfill. Now, the life of the TV may be shortened, but at this point, the TV's already dead. It's already going to the trash. So, you know, if this gets you another year or 2 years, the issue with these started popping up around 2014, and I saw one post, a guy did this, 3 years later, he was still using it. So, here we go. I'm just gonna peel these off. Just kind of like peeling off a sticker. One thing to note, I tried this first by unplugging the little ribbon cable on the left side and leaving the right side plugged in. TV wouldn't work. It was only when I unplugged the right side. That's how I know that the right side is the issue. There we go. Driver board removed. Now, I get the camera back up, plug it back in, try it out. That looks promising. Oh, look. It's not real dark and gray up here on the right side. Uh-oh. Netflix isn't working apparently. There we go. There we go. Got a nice even brightness across the screen. I think that was the fix. So I'm going to put the bezel, everything back on, get everything buttoned up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so that's the repair. You can see the screen looks great. I've got no issues as far as horizontal lines or vertical lines. A little bit of research on fixing this issue. I found that Sharp, Vizio, and some Sonys, this 70-inch screen, they're all made by Sharp. So they all seem, or not all, a lot of them seem to have this issue where, you know, you'll get some picture distortions or missing picture, or the screen won't come on at all. And it's usually either the left side or the right side drivers. The 60-inch and smaller do not have those side drivers. The 70-inch and larger do. So if you happen to run across a 70 or an 80-inch or bigger Sharp TV or a Vizio or a Sony that has those screen issues, you might want to pick it up, especially if you can get it free or just really cheap. You might be able to have a nice working TV for basically no money, just time getting it apart. So if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. If something changes with this TV and it only lasts 6 months or something, I'll definitely post a video update, and I'll link it up there in the cards. But if you like what I do, be sure to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you all on the next one.